everyone, it's David Winter here from Canuck Play, and it is Saturday, so we are just a few short hours away from the public release of Maximum Football 2018. That's coming on Tuesday the 31st for the Xbox One and the PS4. So look for that on your favorite platform store. It has been a couple of weeks since I've done a development blog, and so I thought it was about time that I sit down and do another one. So today I want to talk about a couple of things. I've got a teaser of a big announcement that's going to come later in the week, and I also wanted to show off the state of development for the logo editor. But first, a bit of a teaser. This past week has been a flurry of activity for Canuck Play, not only because we've got a major release of our flagship title coming out, but we were approached by a group in Hamilton, and it looks like we will be partnering with a publishing company in Hamilton. Now, I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to say who that group is. I'm not going to introduce that group. We are going to be doing a formal announcement later in the week, and so you'll find out more about that later in the week. But it is a pretty exciting time, and it's going to help a lot, because it means that it's more than just a couple of people here at the Innovation Cluster. We're going to get a lot more support. So that's big news. Watch for that formal announcement later in the week. So the other item that I wanted to talk about today is the logo editor. As you know, a couple of weeks ago I did a Twitter poll of the feature that you'd like to see put into the first major content update for Maximum Football 2018. And the options were a logo editor and the ability to edit and manage the playbook and coaching profiles of the various teams. And the first time I did that poll, it came out to a 50-50 split. Now the votes were an odd number, but Twitter said it was 50-50 split, and so I don't exactly know how that math works, but I couldn't, because it's Twitter, you can't go in and see who's voted for what. You can't get a breakdown of exactly what happened. It's really just a very simple thing. So I had no winner there and decided to just run it again. And this time, the second time, by the very narrowest of margins, had a winner of the logo editor. And so for the past 10 days-ish, I have been working on designs for the logo editor and started putting together the beginnings of what that will be. So in just a few moments, we'll cut away from me talking head and show you the logo editor in action. But before I skip away from that, I wanted to remind everybody to please follow us on Twitter. It's CanuckGS, Golf Sierra, and follow us on Facebook. It's just Facebook/Canuck Play. And also our YouTube channel is just YouTube/Canuck Play. So again, thanks very much for following us through the development of Maximum Football. It's very close to being released, and I hope everybody enjoys the game. For those that played Canadian Football 17, and you look at Maximum Football 2018, you're going to notice a tremendous number of changes. To say that it's a different game is an understatement. Everything about Maximum Football 18 is different from 18. So if you haven't already, give it a look, and I hope everybody enjoys their game on Tuesday. So thanks very much. Hey everyone, welcome back, and I'd like to take a few minutes to show off the in-progress development of the Maximum Football 2018 logo editor. As you probably are aware, last week and the week prior I did a Twitter poll to find out which new feature the community wanted to see put into the game, and by the narrowest of margins it was the logo editor. So since that happened a couple of weeks ago, I have been working on the design and the development of that new feature. And so what I'm going to show you today is very much a work in progress. I really need to stress that. This is not finished. So it does, what you will see in the final product will probably look a little bit different. There might be some different functionality. Things might be in different places. There's going to be some streamlining with the navigation and the movement of objects and shapes to make your logos. So this is really just kind of a teaser of the basics of how the feature is going to work. So when you go in through the main menu and you land and you select Logo Editor from the main menu, you will be taken to a screen that looks something like this. And it's comprised of two major areas. You've got your checkerboard canvas on the left, and you've got your toolbar and navigational tips on the right. And the toolbar is broken into tabs. So right now you're looking at what I'm referring to as canvas actions, and all of the instructions for how to manipulate a shape are on the right hand side. So if you want to move a part, you press the A button and you move the thumbstick, and your shape will move around on the canvas. And you can use the thumbstick for large movements, and you can use the D-pad for fine-tuning the movement. And if you look at the bottom of the toolbar, you can see that there's basic shape information. It tells you the position, how many shapes there are, what shape you're currently working with, what the scale is, rotation angles, that sort of thing. The idea is just so you can better keep track of what shape you're currently working with. So the next tab is Part Actions, and this is where you would click to add a new shape to your logo, or you delete the shape that you currently selected. Or for this example, I'm going to select a new shape. And as you see with the right stick, as I move through the shape catalog, the shape that is currently selected changes on the canvas. Now for this example, I've only got a few shapes, because for the stage of development that I'm currently in, I only need a few shapes. But certainly as the feature is developed, there will be a lot more shapes. There will be an alphabet to work with, and more options to give you more shapes to build your logo from. But the idea is that you just combine various shapes, scale, move, and whatever else, so that you can make your various logos. So I'm going to just go up, and I'm going to select the circle in this case. I'm going to go back to the canvas actions, and I'm going to scale this up so it's bigger. And I'm going to set these both to 9. And so now you've got a giant circle that will be used for the background. Now you can go into the shape actions and add a new part, or in this particular case, I'm just going to duplicate the part because I want it to simply be another circle. So I'm going to press the Y button, and that will duplicate the part. Now I want this to be an interior, so I'm going to change with the right stick. I'm going to change its color, and I'm going to make it a blue. It's blue about there, and I'm going to scale it so it's a little bit smaller. I'm going to make it about an 8. So now you've got basically a border and a circle on the inside. Now I'm going to duplicate the shape again, but this time I want to make it a square. So now it's a blue square. Go back to my canvas actions, and I'm going to scale this down again. And I'm going to use the right thumbstick to make it white. And as you can see, now you've got the basics of what
could potentially become the Canuck logo. So I'm going to make that there, and I'm going to make it a circle, and I'm going to make it bigger, scale apart. So with not too much effort, I have been able to make the beginnings of what would be the Canuck Play logo inside of the logo editor. And it's really just manipulating shapes. So I think once you see there's more, there's going to be more parts and more shapes to work with, you'll be able to see that you'll be able to make pretty much any image that you want, and you'll be able to save them and edit them, go back and edit them. If you're not happy with them, you'll be able to go back and edit them. And once you have the logo, you'll be able to add it to the player helmets. It will show up on the scoreboard, and I'm working to try and figure out a way to make it show up on the field as well. So that is a very quick rundown of where we are with the logo editor. Again, this is very much a work in progress. Things will change as the development continues, but hopefully you get an idea of the concept that I'm working with in terms of just simply building logos by manipulating basic shapes. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got any questions, give us a shout on Twitter and Facebook.